something's happening over here. They're moving to this side right now. That's going to be heading this south.
Guys, this is a streamer that I watch often, and he tonight went on boots on the ground since he's near New York City, and so he's inside of at the protests at New York City, and he's taken us along with him for the ride. So we can see, hear, pretty much feel like what it's like to be there. So if you guys are interested, you can come over. He streamed literally overnight, like all night last night through until like 5 o'clock in the AM. So he's been doing these really, really long streams. So if you're interested, you can always check him out. Novesity. That's his name, his channel name up there. And there he is.
Hold on, guys. Give me a quick second. Hold on. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, guys.
So they can't get on the subway?
Not here. Don't throw that shit here. I'm dead ass. You good? Give a fuck. You ain't throwing no shit in that fucking water bottle at me. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, he's usually not. He usually doesn't. He's usually not that profane. He's just triggered by people throwing stuff at him. Look at all the people. It's crazy how many people there are. This is how many people there are there now. This is after they've done several maneuvers to like try to separate, get rid of, not get rid of, but like separate the crowds. And because they've done so many separating, I guess a lot of people, like the crowd has diminished significantly in parts. And so it's kind of tripping me out that there's still this many people there. Oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, wow.
You tell him to get go. Let me get down there. Watch it. Move. Hold on, let me run to the police. Hold on. Let me get the coverage. They're running. They're chasing somebody. The police are chasing somebody right now. Police, he dropped his camera right now. He outran the fucking pigs. He outran the police. Somebody just outran the police going that way.
Oh, wow. This dude has a whole ring light on his phone.
Hell yeah! Oh, I'm so sorry.
You fucking can. Even when you want to do your job, you fucking can. Not playing tag with me like it's a fucking game.
I think one of the things that I hear people talk about so much that they love about New York City, is that everything is a melting pot. There are so many different nationalities and ethnicities of people and so many different cultures there in that, in a small amount of space, like you meet so many different kinds of people. If we were all so busy worried about deporting every single body that was not of American European descent, then we wouldn't have the beauty of getting to learn so much from one another. And I think that's one of the things that I love so much about our country, that I've come to know so many different kinds of nationalities and races of people. So it's difficult for me sometimes watching these comments in the chat. And I understand that when you're a streamer or you're a content creator that goes live, you have to worry about trolls. You have trolls and you have, people that are going to come into your chat saying all kinds of jacked up stuff. I get it. I understand that, but it still doesn't make it any less heartbreaking that there are so many people that still hold these racist beliefs, and so many people that are calling for race wars and martial law, just all of these things that people are calling for, they're advocating for. And I'm thinking, if something like that were to happen, how many innocent lives would be in jeopardy and or lost. And the idea that I'm saying that and yelling that in chats, and people are telling me that, we need this now. This is what we need now. And I'm steady reading people that are making excuses for it. They're making pleas for this kind of things. It's sad. So I don't necessarily care for our current administration, right? I'm not a Republican, but I'm also not a Democrat. But I make no qualms about saying that I'm not a fan of our current president. He was not necessarily, how can I put it? I'm always trying to put things nicely because I don't want to offend anybody in any way. But I will say this. Although I may not be a fan of our current president, I believe every man and or woman that's out there, every person of ICE, or the NYPD or even the LAPD when we were doing streams about them last night. I think every single man or woman in blue, they're just there to do their job. And they have to do their job in this kind of environment. They're having people yelling at them and screaming at them face to face. These are things that just basically training can't train them for. They can't get trained to be in this kind of pressure cooker. This is on the job training. And someone was laughing, saying that one of the police officers had broke down and was crying. Well, I think sometimes in certain situations, some of us can forget that they're just people too. They want to pay their bills. They have a house and things that they want as well. They just want to live. They're just doing a job, and that's it. And the people in blue, sadly, they have to find a way to be able to do their job void of themselves. So there are Hispanic police officers out there that are having to do their job despite all of this, despite how they may personally feel about immigration, despite how they may personally feel about our current administration, despite how they may personally feel about anything else. They have to go out there and do the job that they were tasked to do. And it's a lot. And I think a lot of us have a tendency to forget that. They're just persons, human beings doing a job. Just like we are when we report for work in the morning. They're doing the same thing. They just have a different career than we do. But I see people screaming in the faces of these men and women, yelling at them. And some people are screaming at them, and it's kind of awkward. They're screaming at them, but trying to have a conversation with them at the same time. But I mean, what do you expect the officer to just get up and say, okay, I'm going home? You know, somebody was screaming, you don't even have to be here. You don't have to be here. You can just go home. And I'm thinking, what would you do if all cops just decided to go home and not report for work? What then? We are not a country of anarchy and chaos. I think what I like to see about this so far, they've had some arrests, but what I like to see is that they're actually protesting. I haven't seen any looting or rioting. No one's out here trying to get free stuff. They're just trying to make their voices heard. That's all. This is what I classify as a proper protest. They're just trying to make their voices heard. So I am happy in a sense with this protest as opposed to what I've seen going down in Los Angeles. Because that's been a lot of debauchery, to put it kindly. It's just been a lot of goings on in Los Angeles. And what we've seen here with New York City is just people raising their voices and clapping. We had a gentleman out here with bagpipes earlier. We've, seen a lot of just people trying to get their voices heard. And I think that you can be on either side of the aisle with this. You can be a Republican or a Democrat or somewhere in the middle, like me. You can be for Trump or against Trump. I think you can believe that we wouldn't be in this predicament if it weren't for Biden leaving the border open for, the way that he did. You can believe that, or, you can believe that this is only occurring because Trump is deporting people without due process. Or you can believe both. You can fault Biden in the way he handled the border as well as Trump in the way he's handling deportations. I think I'm kind of in the middle with that. I'm on the boat that blames them both. But I think everybody deserves to be heard. Everybody deserves to be heard. And the beautiful part about our country is our Constitution makes that possible. So people do have the right to protest. People do have, the right to assembly. And so seeing these people that are coming after these protesters that are just trying to be heard is disheartening for me. Because they're not doing anything wrong. They're just protesting, which is within our constitutional right to do so. I'm going to keep watching some of these protests. It's getting a little late. But you can check out Novesity's channel. He'll probably go back to the house and then open up another stream a little later when he's tired of being out there. He did say that it's getting hot and he had to sit down to rest. Because when you're around so many people, it can feel like a pressure cooker already, So, it's a lot, But if you feel inclined, check out his channel. If he's live at any time, just drop on in. He'll be glad to have you. He's usually very polite. He doesn't curse a whole lot. And he doesn't block a whole lot. He's really good with kind of letting his chat say whatever, as long as there's no racism. So he doesn't care for slurs or racially charged kinds of things like that. He doesn't have a whole heap of mods though. So things get by. But he's definitely one of my favorite creators. So give him a look. Come on in, check out some of the protests. I'm not set up to do that personally yet. I'm not sure that I even want to start going live ever. So, but yeah, check out Novesity's channel, and I hope to see you there in the comments. Bye.